Okay, so we shall continue, and we shall go now into what we call the front office reservation. And this is where we say it is a department that is involved with or is given the responsibility of being able to reserve accommodation in advance. Yeah, so this particular group or this particular department or section is involved with accommodation. This accommodation can either be prior means in advance. So this department is very important because it is the same department that is also used for purposes of generating income. So most of the resources that come to the organization also come through this section. So the reservation is actually the activity of booking the room in advance for a prospective guest on his request for future. So this can be either now or for future. So this department is very important, and it is used, or it's got different function. And the main function of this department is to ensure that the hotel generates its revenue. Okay, it is also used to ensure that the reservation that has been received from the prospective guest and availability of rooms and the name put in a waiting list. So this department is also used for purposes of ensuring that whatever reservation details are given, this information is also fed into the system. Now we've got different types of reservation. We've got the guaranteed reservation, where we say guaranteed reservation ensures that a room is reserved for a specific time. Yeah, so this room is reserved for a specific time. Yeah, however, you will need to make certain conditions. One is that you have to make some prepayment. Prepayment means you make some deposit in advance. You can also be requested to give a credit card guaranteed. Okay, so whereby you swipe your card to ensure that the reservation that you're making is going to be realized. Then we also have got the travel agent guaranteed reservation. This is now whereby some travel agents will give a guarantee, yeah, on behalf of guests for requesting for the guests to be booked, and that they shall take responsibility, yeah, in terms of either making payments, etc. Then we've got the corporate guaranteed reservation. Now this is now which revolves around a company. So either way, reservation is very, very important, and we've been able to identify the different types of reservation. Now we have got something that we also call the non-guaranteed reservation. Now non-guaranteed reservation means what? So this ensures that the hotel agrees to hold a room, okay, for the guest until a stated reservation cancellation, either which is normally 6 p.m. on the day of arrival. Yeah, so they can only hold it up to a specific time, so after which they will cancel. Then of course you got the tentative or the provisional. Tentative means they give a request, yeah, for a future date which they are not very committal on. Yeah, so we've got the reservation process. So what happens when a guest is making a reservation? We feed in their their details, their names, the date when they plan to arrive, their departure time. We also feed in information about the number of rooms that they require, the type of room, the people who will be coming, the method of payment, and any other special requests. Okay, then we said we've got different sources of reservation. Now when we talk about sources, we are trying to say where or what information or which systems have been put in place to ensure that we are able to make reservations. So we've got something called the central reservation system, which we say it belongs to one of the main reservation system, yeah, which is composed of a central office and members hotels. They are connected together via a communication device. Now this system, we are saying centralized, means different organization or different companies have a shared resource where they can get information from. Okay, yeah, so this can be either through an affiliate reservation network. Now an affiliate reservation network means the hotel chain reservation system. It is composed of several hotels, so these hotels are able to get information about reservation. Okay, then of course we've got the direct reservation system, which means that there's people or guests or the hotel is able to handle reservation for more than one product. Yeah, maybe they can handle ticketing, they can also handle accommodation, they can also handle car rental, etc. So remember we also mentioned about group reservation. And the group reservation, we said this is a reservation that is made for a particular group. So group means a number of people, more than one person. Yeah, maybe a group of 20, maybe coming for a conference or coming for a retreat, etc. Yeah, so we've got different devices that are used, especially when it comes to tracking the room availability. We've got the control books. Yeah, these are books where we just write information about guests. We've got the wall charts, we've got the computerized system. Okay, yeah, so we also go into the registration, which we say it is a process whereby guests are it is the first contact between the guest and the organization or the hotel, and therefore this first impression is very, very important. So this is where the guest arrives into our hotel and we are able to get certain information. So it's basically getting information about the guest when they are already in our hotel. Reservation means either through a phone call or through an email, yeah, or walk-in guest. So registration means the guest has to be at our hotel. So we've got the registration process, which we say revolves around the collection of information, where you gather different information about the guest, their name, their address, their occupation, their nationality, yeah, the purpose of their visit, time when they plan to depart, etc. Okay, then it also revolves around assigning a room to the guest as desired on the availability. It also revolves around the revenue management in terms of collection of bills and ensuring that bills are paid for. It also revolves around the completion. Now completion means this is the last stage when guests are supposed to be taken to the hotel, or what you call the completion process. So we've got a registration record. Yeah, this is a registration card form which give details of the guest. This is filled in the required room type, the room number, the method of payment, etc. Yeah, so we've got different registration method. We've got the bound book, we've got the loose leaf register. So this is where we're able to feed in the details of the guest. We've got the individual registration. Okay, So we've got different systems that are used for registration. We've got the manual system. Now this is now where the information is kept in a small computer. We've got the semi-automatic system. Yeah, we've got the automatic system. Now this one now use computers, and it is very, very efficient and accurate. And we've got the express check-in system. Now the express check-in system is very important, and especially this is used for big hotels whereby they have located their registration machines either at the airport or in the lobby, so you don't need to walk in to the registration desk. Instead, you check in yourself and you just go directly into the room. Okay, so we've got those kind of information. So what happens when guests are staying with us is that we also have to ensure that I mean, when a guest are staying with us, it's good to ensure that the room and the rate assignment, in terms of the rates, give them the correct rates in terms of pricing. Okay, and we say, while you are pricing, the hotel shall keep in mind that the rate should be between a minimum, which is determined by the cost structure, and a maximum determined by the competition structure. So when you're giving a rate for a room, ensure that the price that you're giving is within what the organization expect and plus what the market price is. Okay, yeah, so we define a rack rate as the price a hotel charges for a room before any discount has been taken into account. Yeah, so we also say the front office departments normally finalize room rates with guests during the registration process. Yeah, so we've got different methods of payment that are used in a hotel. Guests are able to pay for their bills either through cash. They can also make payment through personal checks, credit cards, the direct billing, special programs, etc. Yeah, so it is very important for you to be able to know what registration section does in an organization. So what I want to do in the next video, I want to talk about the guest account. Remember, when the guest comes into our organization or into our hotel, they use the facilities that we have. They'll also need to make arrangements for payment. So this is what we are calling the guest accounting. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.